Hey foodies, welcome back to the channel. You guys know I'm all about good eats, yeah? And recently, I found myself in beautiful Santa Barbara, California. Dude, let me tell you, the food scene there is off the charts. So, I decided to film the entire trip, for the vlog. We're talking about the top 10 places you absolutely have to try if you're ever in Santa Barbara. We're talking about places with like a gazillion five-star reviews on Google and Yelp. Like, seriously, these places are legit. Get ready for some insane food porn, guys. We got everything from fancy dishes that belong in a museum to like the juiciest burgers you've ever seen. I'm starving just thinking about it. Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready to drool because this is going to be epic. Let's do it. First up, we're starting strong at the Lark, right in the heart of the Funk Zone. Okay, side note, how cool is that name? Funk Zone? I'm pretty sure I saw a band playing on a street corner when we were there. It was dope. Anyway, the Lark. This place is known for using all local ingredients straight from the farms. You can tell they really care about their food. The vibes are super chill, like you could roll up in sweats or you could dress up, No judgment here. We met up with some friends because the more the merrier, right? Plus, it meant we got to order more dishes. We're talking family style, passing plates around, the whole 9 yards. It was a whole thing. Okay, guys, you have to try the Brussels sprouts. I know, everyone's like, David, Brussels sprouts. But trust me on this one, these were next level. They were roasted to perfection, crispy on the outside, and like melt in your mouth tender on the inside. Seriously, I don't even know how they do it. It's like some kind of culinary magic trick. We also got their wood-fired pizza, and let me tell you, that thing disappeared faster than a pack of gum in a kindergarten class. Oh, and the cocktails. Don't even get me started on the cocktails. They were so good, I almost asked for the recipe, almost. I'm not about to reveal all my secrets. The Lark was an absolute vibe. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right, on to the next spot. Next stop on our Santa Barbara food extravaganza is Bouchon. Now, this place is a little fancier than the Lark, more like date night vibes. It's got this cozy, romantic atmosphere with dim lighting and all. They specialize in French-inspired cuisine, which means get ready for some rich flavors and elegant plating. We're talking like art on a plate, you know what I mean? It almost felt wrong to eat it, but then I took a bite, and all those thoughts went out the window. We started with some escargots, because when in Rome, right? Okay, it's a French restaurant, not Italian, but you get the point. I've never had snails before, and I gotta say, they weren't bad. A little chewy, but the garlic butter sauce, though. For my main course, I went with the duck breast, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. It was cooked perfectly, crispy skin, juicy meat. It was like the duck gave its life for this dish, and honestly, I'm here for it. We also got a side of their truffle mac and cheese because, come on, who can resist truffle mac and cheese? It was so rich and creamy, I swear I could feel my arteries clogging with every bite. But hey, we only live once, right? Bouchon was definitely a more refined dining experience, but hey, sometimes you gotta treat yourself, right? It's all about balance. Now, excuse me while I go run a marathon after that meal, just kidding, or am I? Stay tuned for the next spot, guys, because this food tour is just getting started. All right, guys, we're rolling up to Brophy Brothers. This place is right on the harbor, and I'm not even kidding. The view is insane. Like, you can literally see boats bobbing up and down while you're stuffing your face with seafood. And speaking of stuffing your face, you have to get the clam chowder. I'm talking creamy, buttery, chock full of clams. It's so good, it'll make you want to slap your mama. Just kidding, don't do that. Okay, guys, update. This clam chowder did not disappoint. I'm pretty sure I just blacked out from how good it was. But don't worry, there's more to Brophy Brothers than just chowder. They've got fresh fish, shrimp, oysters, you name it. They even have this insane seafood platter that's basically a mountain of seafood goodness. I'm talking lobster tails, crab legs, the whole 9 yards. If you're feeling extra adventurous, you gotta try their raw oysters. They're flown in fresh daily, and they're so good they'll make you want to slap your best friend. All right, I'll stop with the slapping jokes. But seriously, Brophy Brothers is a must-try if you're in Santa Barbara. Make sure you come hungry because you're going to want to try everything. All right, guys, next up on our Santa Barbara food tour, we're hitting up Los Agaves. Now, I'm a sucker for good Mexican food, and let me tell you, this place does not disappoint. We're talking authentic Mexican flavors, huge portions, and the kind of food coma that makes you want to take a nap right there at the table. Don't worry, I won't judge. And the star of the show, the Agaves burrito. This thing is massive, guys. I'm talking stuffed to the brim with your choice of meat, rice, beans, all the good stuff. It's basically a party in your mouth and everyone's invited. I'm about to dive into this monster of a burrito, so let's see if it lives up to the hype. Okay, guys, I'm back from the dead. That Agaves burrito, it was lethal. In the best way possible, of course. The flavors were out of this world, the meat was perfectly cooked, and the salsa? Don't even get me started on the salsa. But Los Agaves isn't just a one-trick pony. They've got tacos, enchiladas, quesadillas, you name it, and everything I've tried here has been absolutely fire. Seriously, if you're looking for some bomb Mexican food in Santa Barbara, Los Agaves is the spot. Just make sure you bring your appetite because you're gonna need it. All right, guys, it's a brand new day, which means it's time for the most important meal of the day, breakfast. And there's no better place to get your breakfast fix in Santa Barbara than Janine's Restaurant and Bakery. This place is a local institution, and for good reason. They've got everything from classic breakfast staples to more unique and inventive dishes. But let's be real, we're here for one thing and one thing only, the French toast. I'm talking thick-cut, fluffy, golden brown slices of heaven. They're soaked in this amazing batter that's got a hint of vanilla and cinnamon, and then they're cooked to perfection on the griddle. And to top it all off, a generous dusting of powdered sugar, a dollop of whipped cream, and a side of fresh fruit. Okay, guys, I'm absolutely stuffed. That French toast was even better than I remembered. It was so good, it almost made me cry. Almost. But like I said before, Janine's is more than just a one-trick pony. They've got omelets, pancakes, waffles, breakfast burritos, you name it. And everything is made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. They also have a great selection of coffee and tea, so you can get your caffeine fix while you're at it. And if you're feeling really ambitious, you can even grab a pastry or two to go from their bakery. Trust me, you won't regret it. Janine's is the perfect spot to start your day off right in Santa Barbara. All right, guys, get ready for some serious sushi because we're at Arigato Sushi. This place is a Santa Barbara classic, and let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. Fresh fish flown in daily, crazy good rolls, and a vibe that screams about to get my sushi on. The place is buzzing, sushi chefs chopping away, it's a whole scene. From classic California rolls to crazy dragon rolls, they got it all. We got sashimi, nigiri, a bunch of rolls, the works. The fish was so fresh, the rolls perfectly constructed, flavors out of this world. If you're in Santa Barbara, Arigato Sushi is a must visit. Okay, guys, we got to talk about the dragon roll. This thing is a monster. It's stuffed with shrimp tempura, crab, avocado, and topped with spicy mayo and eel sauce. Naturally, we had to try it. When it comes out, it's even bigger than we expected. We're up for a challenge. We dig in and it did not disappoint. So flavorful and fresh, we somehow managed to finish the whole thing. I highly recommend trying the dragon roll at Arigato Sushi. All right, guys, get ready for some serious Cajun Creole flavors at the Palace Grill. This place is a Santa Barbara institution. We're talking gumbo, jambalaya, crawfish etouffee. The atmosphere is electric. Live music, people dancing, the smell of spices in the air. We grab a table and start looking at the menu. Everything looks so good. For the main course, I knew I had to try the crawfish etouffee. I'd heard so many good things about it, and I was not disappointed. This dish is basically a rich, flavorful stew made with crawfish tails, vegetables, and a dark roux, served over a bed of fluffy white rice. When they brought it out, it smelled incredible. Like seriously, I could smell it from a mile away. The crawfish were cooked perfectly, the sauce was rich and creamy, and the rice was the perfect blank canvas for all those amazing flavors. I took one bite and I swear I was in heaven. It was so good, so flavorful, so comforting. I literally couldn't stop eating it. I think I finished the whole bowl in like 5 minutes flat. If you're a fan of seafood and you're looking for a truly authentic Cajun Creole experience, you gotta check out the Palace Grill. And trust me, you gotta try the crawfish etouffee. You won't regret it. All right, guys, get ready for some serious taco action because we're at La Superica Taqueria. This place is a Santa Barbara legend. I'm talking lines out the door, people raving about it online. Julia Child even gave it her stamp of approval. We're talking authentic Mexican tacos, burritos, tortas, the works. And the best part, it's super affordable. Like you can get a feast for like $10. We walk up, and the first thing that hits you is the smell. It's like this intoxicating blend of grilled meat, onions, cilantro, and spices. It's enough to make your mouth water instantly. We're looking at the menu, and dude, it's all in Spanish. We're like, all right, guess we're just going to have to wing it. But you know what? Sometimes the best food is the kind you just got to take a chance on. We order a bunch of different tacos, some horchata, and find a spot to sit down. Let me tell you guys, these tacos were worth the wait. We're talking soft, warm tortillas, perfectly seasoned meat, fresh cilantro and onions, and just the right amount of salsa. Every bite was like a flavor explosion in your mouth. I tried the al pastor taco first, and it was insane. The pork was so juicy and flavorful, and the pineapple added a touch of sweetness that was just perfect. Then I tried the carnitas taco, and it was equally amazing. The pork was so tender and flavorful, and the salsa verde added a nice kick. We devoured those tacos like it was nobody's business. And the horchata was the perfect way to wash it all down. It was so refreshing and sweet, with just a hint of cinnamon. If you're ever in Santa Barbara and you're looking for some seriously good, authentic Mexican food, you gotta check out La Superica Taqueria. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. All right, guys, we're on to number 9 on our Santa Barbara food journey. This next spot is called Finch and Fork, and it's inside the Canary Hotel. Let me tell you, this place is fancy, but don't worry, the food is worth dressing up for. They've got everything from seafood to steak, but the dish everyone raves about is the short rib. People say it's so tender it practically melts in your mouth. So if you're feeling fancy, Finch and Fork is the place to be. Okay, imagine this. You're sitting at your table at Finch and Fork, looking all dapper in your non-croc footwear. The waiter brings out your short rib, and it's this beautiful piece of meat with like the perfect sear on it. You take a bite, and the flavor just explodes in your mouth. It's savory, it's juicy, it's everything you've ever wanted in a short rib and more. You're so blown away by the taste that you forget to even talk to your date. It's that good. And the best part is, the portions at Finch and Fork are huge, so you know you're getting your money's worth. You might even have some leftovers to take home, which is dangerous because then you'll be tempted to eat short rib for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But hey, I'm not here to judge. If you want to make short rib your entire personality after visiting Finch and Fork, go for it. I get it. All right, we've made it to the final destination on our Santa Barbara food tour. And what better way to end things than with something sweet? That's right, we're talking about McConnell's Fine Ice Creams. This place is a Santa Barbara institution. They've been serving up scoops of deliciousness since like forever. And when I say deliciousness, I mean it. McConnell's uses all natural ingredients and makes their ice cream in small batches. You can tell they put a lot of love into every single scoop. They have a ton of different flavors to choose from, but the one you absolutely have to try is the Eureka Lemon and Marionberries. It's like a party in your mouth and everyone's invited. Trust me on this one. Okay, so you're probably wondering, David, what's so special about this Eureka Lemon and Marionberries flavor? Well, let me tell you. First of all, the lemon is super refreshing, especially on a hot day. It's like a burst of sunshine in your mouth. And then you've got the Marionberries, which are these sweet and tart berries that are only grown in the Pacific Northwest. The combination of the two is just, it's tart, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's everything you could ever want in an ice cream flavor. And the best part is, it's not overly sweet, so you can totally eat an entire pint without feeling guilty. Not that I've ever done that or anything, so there you have it. If you're looking for the perfect way to end your Santa Barbara food adventure, head on over to McConnell's and grab yourself a scoop or two of Eureka Lemon and Marionberries. Your taste buds will thank me. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 places to eat in Santa Barbara. From fancy short ribs to mouth-watering ice cream, we've covered it all. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this delicious journey, subscribe for more food adventures, and turn on your notification. And let us know in the comments which spot you're most excited to try. Until next time, happy eating.